Hello, my name is Sarah Clark of Create Loop Pilates, and today I am here to show you my Pilates for Work Desk Jobs Pilates practice. This practice is perfect for those who work at a desk, those who drive a lot, or just people that tend to sit a lot. Maybe you sit and you're a student, you're in class a lot. This is a great exercise, a little workout that you can do in your chair, and most people might not even notice, okay? So let's go ahead and begin by talking about your ergonomics of your chair real quick. I want to make sure that when you're seated in your chair, you can bring both feet flatly to the ground. And if you are sitting in a chair that you can't adjust, that means that you need to bring something under your feet so that you can rest your feet down nice and flat if you're a little petite. Your arm rests should be in a position where your shoulders can be nice and relaxed and gently resting on the armrest, not so high that your shoulders jammed up and not so low that you have to lean into the armrest. So if you have control over these things, I'd like you to adjust them now. Now we're ready for our first move, which is in a little stretch. So you're going to bring your hands out into a T, inhale to lengthen the spine, and exhale to side bend to the right, lifting the base of the rib cage towards the ceiling and really reaching out of that top hand. Inhale into your stretch, and exhale, rotate towards the floor, keeping the knees and the hips facing forward. Inhale into your stretch, and exhale, unrotate, stack up. Inhale, feel nice and tall, and exhale to the other side. Inhale into your stretch, and then exhale, rotate towards the floor. Inhale into your stretch, and exhale, unrotate, stacking up. Inhale, feeling nice and tall, the shoulder blades are relaxed, and then we're going to do one more set. You're going to side bend, exhaling. Inhaling to hold it, exhaling to rotate. Inhaling to hold it, exhaling, unrotating, stacking up. Inhale, feeling tall, and exhale, side bending. Inhale to hold it, exhale to rotate. Inhale to hold it, exhale, unrotate, stack all the way up, letting the shoulder blades melt down the back. Scooch forward to the front edge of your chair, and then bring the hands behind the head, pushing the head into the hands pretty actively here. Okay, so I'm really pushing back and I'm trying to fire up the muscles at the front of my neck that tend to get overstretched and underworked when we have our head leaning forward at our desk. All right, you're going to press your head into your hands with about 10 to 25% effort, so maybe a little less effort than you were a second ago. And you're going to lengthen your spine up, feeling the front of the chest open as you look up the wall in front of you, inhaling. And then exhale, connect. Feeling that rib cage lower and bring your gaze down the wall. And inhale, lift, feeling the head pushing back into the hand as you lift up out of the heart. And exhale, connect, lowering the rib cage. And one more time, inhale, lift. And exhale, connect, lowering that rib cage down. Now you're just going to grow out of the center of the head, reaching up towards the ceiling, finding as much length in the spine as you can. And then you're going to lengthen the spine even more as you inhale and rotate to the right. Exhale, center. Still pushing my head into my hands into my head. Inhale, lengthen that spine as you look to the left. Keep the hips and the knees facing forward. Exhale, center. One more set. We're trying to keep the rib cage rotating around the spine. See if you can feel that sensation as you inhale and look to the right. Exhale, center. Inhale to the left. Exhale, center. Bring your arms out into a T, keeping your nice long spine. And then you're going to bend your elbows until the hands are right over the elbows and you have like this goalpost position. You're going to keep the base of the rib cage rooted as you push back through the forearm. And inhale, bring it back forward. Now it's really common to push back either just through the hand or just through the elbow, but we're pushing back equally through the whole forearm as the rib cage stays rooted. Exhale, push back. Inhale, center. Exhale, back. You should feel the shoulder blades coming together in the mid-back, not up by the neck, but more right at the center of the spine. 3 more. Then go ahead and set the arms down for just a second, making sure that you feel nice and comfortable with that nice tall spine. We're going to do some punches. Your arms are going to be at the side. You can have clenched fists, but I want them pretty nice and gently clenched as you keep the hips and the knees forward, and exhale, rotate and punch that right arm to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. Keep moving. This, as well as being great for the arms and the core, can also be great for getting out a little bit of aggression. Okay, maybe you're having a tough day in the office, tough day at school, and you'd really wish that some people would just, back up, get out of your life. Well, here's your chance to take out some of that imaginary aggression, okay? So we're really punching, 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 punching. Exhale, 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 exhale. Just a couple more sets here. And back to center. Going to scooch back in your chair just a little bit so you feel comfortable, but you're not leaning against the back of your chair. And then you're going to place your right ankle on your left thigh. Okay? Ooh, my chair moved underneath me. Make sure you're nice and centered. You're going to lengthen your spine up. I like to place my left hand on my ankle, my right hand on my knee. As I lengthen my spine up, keep it nice and long, and hinge forward. Feeling my sit bones widen behind me and getting a nice hip and glute stretch. Okay? And breathing as we stay hinged forward with that nice long spine. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, and enjoy the stretch. And then set the leg down. Recross to the other side, making sure that the ankle joint itself is nice and supported on the thigh. Bringing the right hand to the shin, the left hand to the knee to keep it supported. Lengthening the spine up on your inhale, and exhale, hinging forward from the hips. Feeling the nice stretch in the hips and the glutes. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. And stack up, uncrossing. And then I'm going to straighten my right leg out in front of me, pulling the toes back towards me and digging the heel into the earth. I'm going to keep that as I hinge forward at the hip, getting a nice stretch through my calf. Okay, so I had to hinge pretty far forward. I've got my hands on my seat so I don't fall on my face. And I'm really reaching out of that heel. My back of my ankles as long as possible. And I'm also trying to keep my sit bone back so I don't just keep sliding forward. And then stack up and switch to the other side. Straighten that leg out, dig the heel into the earth, pull the toes towards the face. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinge forward. And then stack all the way up, bending that knee. Then you're going to slide all the way forward in your chair. Reach your arms out in front of you. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, pull your navel back and tuck your tail, rounding the back into a C curve. And inhale to stack. And exhale to round back, working the core. And inhale, stack. I'm going to show you what this looks like from the side. I'm trying to lengthen right here, pushing my navel back into this curve in my low back. You'll see more roundness in the upper spine, but that's only because that's the direction my spine goes in. Let's go a couple more, 3 more. From here, we're going to go into a little bit of back of the body work, okay? And what we're going to do is we're just going to find that solid feeling of the feet on the ground. Reach the arms out in front of us. Exhale, stand. Inhale, squat. Exhale, stand up. And inhale, sit down as slowly as possible. Okay, exhale, stand. Inhale, sit down. As you're doing this, you're pressing squarely into the feet, making sure that your heels are involved and you're not letting them lift up at all. Okay, because if those heels press down, you'll be using more back of the leg, more butt. Exhale, stand. Inhale, sit. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more time. Exhale, stand. And inhale, sit. From here, I'm going to have you stand up and hover the booty. So you're not going to stand all the way up. You're going to stand so your booty is just about 1 inch off the mat, and we're going to hover it there, off the chair, excuse me. Okay, booty's really sticking out. I've got a lot of weight over my heels. I'm looking down and I'm seeing my toes, okay? So my knees are back as far back over my ankles as I can get them. Keeping the heart up, we're gonna hold this another 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and sit. Good job. That was a hard one for sure. Now, I would like you to stand all the way up at the back of your chair, okay? So I'm just going to walk around to the back. Push my chair forward so you can see me. And then we're going to use the back of the chair for balance. As you shift your weight onto your left foot, bring the right foot out to the side, the foot points. You're going to keep the spine nice and long, trying to keep both sides of the waist long as you exhale and lift that right leg up, out to the side of the room. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, lift. Three more. 1, 2, 3. Bring the leg to the back of the body. You're going to try to keep the low back long, the tail slightly tucked so that your pelvis remains neutral as you lift your leg behind you. Exhaling. Three more. 2 more. 1 more. And bring that right leg back underneath you. Now I'm going to do it to the left side. So I'm shifting my weight onto my right foot, bringing my left foot out to the side, pointing the foot. Find the length of the body so that it's nice and long, straight up towards the ceiling. As you exhale and lift that left leg. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, lift. It's a little harder on this side. It's my weaker hip and glute connection. It's pretty normal to have one side of the body be a little heavier than the other side, or harder. It'll feel heavier. And 3 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 1 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Bring that leg behind you. Keep the spine nice and tall. Feeling that slight tuck of the tail, the navel pulled back as you exhale and lift that back leg. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Got 1 more, or 3 more, excuse me. From here, you're gonna bring that left leg underneath you. Step back with your right, bending your left knee. You're gonna take your right hand and place it on the right hip, and exhale, push the pubic bone forward, lengthening up out of the spine. To feel a nice opening here, which tends to get really tight and closed off when you are sitting in a chair for a long time. And then you're gonna take your right hand, lift it up inside, bend. I've got my left hand on the chair to help me stay balanced. Reaching that right heel towards the earth. And breathing into your stretch. Every exhale, pushing the pubic bone forward. You're gonna bring that arm down, back to the chair, and stand all the way up. Take your left foot, press it back. Reaching out of that left heel, bending the right knee. Keeping the heart high. Bring the left hand to the left hip. Exhaling and pushing the left hip forward. Both hips, really. Pushing the pubic bone forward. And then you're going to hold this, inhaling to lengthen the spine. And then take that left hand up and side bend to the right, pushing the pubic bone forward. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And stand up. And congratulate yourself for taking the time to take care of your body, even though I'm sure you have a lot going on in your world and you probably weren't mentally totally ready for it. Your body knew it was and you listened to it. And now hopefully you're feeling stronger in areas that were kind of getting sore and that you feel more stretched out in areas that were starting to feel tight. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to get to see you around again soon. If you're not using the Create Move Pilates practice calendar, I recommend signing up for the free monthly workout calendar using the link below. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to get to see you around again soon. Bye!